MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the San Diego Padres and the San Francisco Giants. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Bumgarner is on the mound for the Giants in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game of baseball. We all remember coming in Game 7 of the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. Every team thinks that they have an ace. Well, guess what? This guy is a true, legitimate ace. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball, does have the straight changeup, and just in case you didn't know this, the guy can swing the bat a little bit too. One of the best pitchers in the game.
Pops this one up. Bumgarner waits on it, 1 away. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for visiting San Diego Padres. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I love the way Eric Hosmer plays the game. Last year, he won the American League Silver Slugger for first baseman. You think about that. Everybody who plays first can hit, and he hit above the top of the heap. He's a pretty special hitter.
And that'll bring in Carlos Asuaje. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. He's 0 for 4. The 1-1. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. Bumgarner has worked his way through more than 1,500 career innings, and with an ERA just hovering around the 3.00 benchmark. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Here's Will Myers. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. The double play is in order, however. Now the payoff pitch home is in there, a called strike 3.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Eric Hosmer. There are 2 gone, and the possible go-ahead run at first. Sent on the ground out to second. Panic is there. They'll get this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Padres lead 1. The Padres kept off the scoreboard in the first. Giants coming to bat. Back after this on MLB Network. Richard, a lefty from Indiana, is on the mound here. Dan, please, what do you got?
Hey, lefty Clayton Richard, this guy's been around for a long time. Not an overpowering guy from the left side. At one time, he was in the low to mid-90s, but he consistently sits 92, 93, has the big overhand curveball, will mix in a straight changeup. The key to Clayton Richard, getting the fastball over for strikes to get a chance to use the off-speed stuff.
Here's Joe Panic. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Hit out towards second. Aswahe ranges to his right, and there's one gone to start the night. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Next to bat for the Giants, Andrew McCutchen. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Myers going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Here's Buster Posey now. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. The 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. It's back up the middle and into center field. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the 2-out hit extends the inning for Evan Longoria next.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs. They always say with your man coming up the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Into the box now, Evan Longoria. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is in scoring position now with 2 away. So coming to the plate, Brandon Belt, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Posey at second, Longoria on at first with 2 down. Short, hit hard. Galvis on the slide. What an outstanding play to end the inning. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. Next to the plate for the Padres, Hunter Renfroe. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner. Bumgarner into his motion. Full count pitch on its way. Now a drive by Renfroe. This is hit well out to left. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Just an absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing.
Into the box, Chase Headley. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. Nobody out, runner on first. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Digging in now for San Diego, Austin Hedges, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And behind the plate, world champion, former MVP, former rookie of the year. He's done it all. Buster Posey. Buster is in full command of this pitching staff.
Jose Pirela will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Richard, number 2, Jose Pirela.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Headley over at second. Galvis is over at first with 1 away.
Oh, yeah.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Able to squeeze this one is Panic, and there are 2 away now.
Center fielder number 7.
Settling in now, Manuel Margot. He popped out in his first trip. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. This is popped up. Belt has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Padres draw first blood here on the solo home run. Last chance coming up for the G-men. It's 1-0 San Diego. Jordan Lyles, 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Jordan Lyles.
So now for San Francisco, Hunter Pence. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Now the 2-1. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give a home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
In now, Brandon Crawford. 3 balls and a strike to count to the Giants shortstop.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit. Now the 3-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. There's one. Over to Hosmer, and it's a double play.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Austin Jackson.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Last strike here for the Giants. Soft liner towards center, and they'll get down for a 2-out single. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know because I batted an awful rock that 8-hole.
Kelby Tomlinson will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. In there, 1-2 now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Here's one hit softly down the line in left. Foul. Another try at 2-2. And that slider must have been low. It's ball 3.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the first will be in motion.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Ready for another chance? Joe Panic, lifetime versus Jordan Lyles. He's gone 5 for 13. Payoff pitch. Count remains full. Here's a high pop. Hosmer is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. San Diego took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Clayton Richard takes home the win. Madison Bumgarner only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.